Hello and welcome to iGame613. Now today we're going to be talking about Mount Chiliad. We're on top of here right now with this IAA guy. And basically a couple of months ago, you may know that Music Video made a video and he said that he believes that this mountain is based off one in Northern California, just above Sacramento and San Fierro. And so San Francisco, the real life one, and that mountain is called Mount Shasta. Or Shasta, sorry. Now, there is quite a few similarities with these mountains. The height is definitely not one of them, considering that this mountain is about 3,000 feet high, and Mount Shasta is actually 15,000 feet high, and that is pretty much the main thing that isn't linked together. Now, Shasta is actually a volcano. I believe it is still active. However, it has not erupted since the 1700s, and it's got quite a few similarities. So basically, the body form. If you search a picture of Mount Shasta, you'll see it looks pretty much similar to Mount Chiliad from the side view. You'll also notice that it has a load of websites saying it's mysterious as well. And if you actually look at some of these mysteries, I've actually got a couple up right now. There is actually a website called Mount Shasta Spirit.org, and that website actually looks into some of these mysteries and stuff and tells you about some of them. Now, that isn't actually spelled as Mount, it's spelled MTSHASTA and then spirit.org. So if you go to that website, you'll see that Pam Uher has put a little post there. She says, it's believed that Mount Shasta is one of the most sacred places found on Earth, and some call it the magical mountain. It is the majestic Mount Shasta, located in the Cascade Mountain Range in Northern California. And it goes on to say it raises 14,162 feet high above sea level. It's the largest dormant volcano because it last erupted in 1786, as I just mentioned, and it's also part of the Ring of Fire, which is something that Music Video actually did mention in his video, where he linked it to the Ring of Fire restaurant he found in Los Santos by the grocery area. Now, basically, there's quite a few legends and mysteries about this area. Basically, there's apparently UFO sightings in the area, and apparently people believe it's a UFO refueling base. So if anything, we could actually have like a refueling base here for the UFO, and maybe that's why if we go to the actual time mode here, we can go to midnight. We'll change the weather to rainy, thunder, and then we will stay way over here so we can actually see it up here. Because if we skip through the time, which we have to do like this, we will actually see a UFO appear. Hopefully, there it is. Maybe this UFO is actually just trying to refuel, because maybe this is actually a UFO refueling base, as said by Mount Shasta. Now, I don't see how they can claim this if there's not getting videos of like UFOs refueling there or whatever. However, maybe the volcano opens up or something and the UFOs can fly in or whatever, and people have seen UFOs above it and then just vanish. So that could be one theory. There's apparently artifacts found around the mountain, especially the north side, indicating it has been inhabited for centuries, apparently 9,000 years, it's believed, by North American native tribes. Apparently it was named Shasta by a Russian fur trapper who came back from spending time on the mountain and called the mountain Cheta, which means thicket. I could have pronounced that wrong, by the way, so sorry if I did. And then that obviously derived and changed into Shasta over time. Apparently there's been a Bigfoot sighting, or a few at least, in the actual area of Mount Shasta. And considering we find our things here, over here, all this area, that's where we find our actual Bigfoot Easter egg thing, and that is still the Chiliad Mountain State Wilderness. That is quite interesting. There's also like a forest next to Mount Shasta, which we have over here, the Polito Forest. And obviously as a national park, which we have the State Wilderness, which is pretty much a national park in my opinion. So I find that all quite interesting. There's quite a few more mysteries about this mountain as well that I just have too much of a long list to go into, so maybe I'll make another video another day. I'll research them a bit more proper. But I just wanted to say that I find it quite interesting how this could actually be a volcano. There could be a way to make this erupt. So we're all trying to knock the dam down when we could just be trying to make this erupt. And I don't know if there is an actual way that you can make volcanoes erupt by doing something to them. But I'm pretty sure there must be something, because it'd be quite a cool thing to actually make happen on here. I'd assume though, considering there's no big hole in the mountain where the volcanic lava could come out of, I don't think this would actually be able to erupt again, but maybe it's just something we could find out about its history of the mountain. But if that is the case, then if there is a big funnel where all the lava came out of, then maybe we could actually have that big hole there still in the mountain, and that's where the secret lobby is, or whatever it is that people believe is actually inside the mountain. Now I'm going to actually skip over to the prison, because if we go to prison, we can also see something quite interesting in there, which I believe is this area right here. Okay, so if you make your way over to area 9A, 9B in the actual prison, then you will be able to find this little board over here. Now this gives us some more information about the mountain, I believe, because yes, this is part of the Infinity 8 murders, and if you actually look in this area here, this is the final thing where it tells you where the dead bodies are. It tells you it's right here. So this here is the actual top of the map, and these are all the little rocks, so I'll show you that right now. So if you go to the top of the map, then that's this bit of land here with all the stuff. So that's where you find the dead bodies. But the thing what we want to look at is this writing here. So it says, where water meets land and fire once spewed for... Oh. Right, that's totally wrong. Where water meets land and fire once spewed forth, the Infinity 8 shall until I return. Okay, so I've still read that wrong, but whatever, you can read it for yourself right there. But basically the most important part of this, I think, that I found the most interesting is the line, ooh, that's not on point, where water meets land and fire once spewed forth. Right, let's have a look at that. So, where water meets land, so water here meets the land of the mountain. Water here meets land of the mountain. So the whole mountain is pretty much surrounded by water. Obviously over here you've got Gordo. So that is like a big mountain, it's just a road in between. So you could actually class them as two of the same mountain range. And over here you've just got like the Chiliad mountain states, that's part of Chiliad as well. And water's obviously there. There's a river there, there's a river down here. So it's literally separated and it's all just surrounded by water, this mountain. So that's the water bit solved. So fire once spewed. What do volcanoes do? They spew lava, which is pretty much fire. You can catch things on fire. If you have like a car and it gets hit by lava, it'll just blow up because it's just fire and it just blows it up, and it's super hot, super fiery, and that is pretty much it. It's like rocks so hot that they've gone on fire. So I think this is quite definitive proof that Mount Chiliad is actually like Shasta and it is a volcano. Maybe it hasn't erupted since 1700s again, but it's quite an interesting thing, I think, and could be quite the mystery. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like. If you also have some more theories or information about Mount Shasta that you think could link into Mount Chiliad as well, please let me know in the comments and I will look into them. And if they're good information that gives pretty good intel and stuff, then maybe I'll make a video and give you a credit on it. And that's all we've got time for today. Try another sort of alarm. It's a really weird alarm. But whatever, yeah, so thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.